The Alfa Romeo Stelvio is the Italian marque's first salvo in the SUV segment, and it will go up against some of the most popular vehicles in Australia when it lands early in 2018. If looks could kill, the 2018 Alfa Romeo Stelvio is the sniper's rifle of SUVs, such as its devastatingly handsome visage. Every design detail, every trim finish, every angle and flash as the light catches its sinewy body is indisputably Alfa Romeo, exactly as it should be. Medium SUV is one of the most savagely competitive segments in the modern motoring world though, so the Stelvio also needs to do more than just look the part, it needs to be bloody good on the road, too. You'd have to have been living under a rock for the past decade to not notice the rampant, rabid, vociferous success of the SUV brigade, European or otherwise. While the Giulia, which shares the same Giorgio platform as the Stelvio, needed to impress for all the obvious reasons, the Stelvio must resonate with the buying public, and resonate loudly. Thankfully, recent time spent behind the wheel of the Veloce and Quadrifoglio Verde, QV for short, variants of the Giulia have highlighted the excellence, competence, and beautifully rounded characteristics of the platform underpinning the new Stelvio. It's a platform that is inherently well-balanced, rides beautifully, delivers sporting intent and is allegedly broad enough to support numerous body styles. So we know there is latent competence there to be exploited. As I always remind myself, styling is subjective, but this is a stunning SUV from any angle. Forget cash grab attempts at the coupe body style. Think BMW X4 and Mercedes-Benz GLC Coupe in this segment. The Stelvio almost perfectly nails the balance between SUV and sloping sedan roofline, with none of the compromises. The proportions are right, the glasshouse beautifully in tune with the sheet metal, the styling accents and lines, the lights, and that signature grille up front, all delivered with exceptional balance. It's such a distinctive SUV on the road too, that those of you who like to stand out, will be drawn to its classy exterior. It doesn't look like anything else in the segment, is more stylish and gentle in execution, arguably even more premium in essence than even the Maserati Levant. As you roll up through the model range, you'll find the Stelvio only gets even better looking. The cabin is another area of note. I reckon Alfa Romeo stylists have done an even more fluid job inside the Stelvio than the layout of the Giulia. I love the sweep across the dashboard, the twin binnacles above the gauges that echo Alfa Romeos of old, and the leather trim, so tastefully stitched. The soft touch surfaces feel premium too, and while the screen, or controls for that matter, aren't the best in the segment by a long shot, they actually look more at home here in the Stelvio than they do in the Giulia. The centerpiece of the cabin, and the driving experience, is the steering wheel, which to look at might seem a little small, but is a beautiful implement to work with. The start button, the control layout, and the trim all strike a near-perfect balance between luxury and sporting pretensions. I'd like to be able to move the steering wheel further out from the dash when setting up my driving position, but I certainly wasn't uncomfortable. Those of you familiar with our reviews of the Giulia, will be aware of the infotainment system and how it works. At launch, we used the satellite navigation system extensively, tested Bluetooth and paired our phone to the system via USB as an audio device. The satellite navigation was fast and accurate, even when we deliberately ignored commands, quickly getting back on track with no wigging out. Bluetooth worked seamlessly too, clear and reliable, and the audio connection was likewise excellent.